Put the electrical box there. I got all these covers removed. And got all this removed, making it easy to run this wire. Make a couple grounding posts. Do both sides for good luck. Yep. Yeah, we'll put 2 studs there. Yeah, because this one we can reach. And this is just how I do it. Lock washer, 2 washers, stick it through, a couple more washers, another lock washer, nut, repeat. Yeah, the ground spots they give you aren't very good. Alright, I'll put a little drop of red Loctite on. Come on, baby. Half inch. Oh, 1 washer short. Anyway, couple washers. What's that doing? Need another washer and another nut. Put the skid plate back up, and we have a couple good grounding studs to work with. Alright, next thing I do a little differently is they want you putting this thing up here, which I've done. That's how the directions tell you to do it. The problem is you end up having wires spider webbing the battery, and I can't do that. So I'm just gonna put it. I put it right here, and then this does 2 things. Listen to this. A couple extra screws will keep this thing from vibrating like a banshee. Drill a couple holes.
Come on, Ricky.
I know.
Aww. So I did this back. you know, hooked it up to that.
Yeah, you get that
right?
in there. You hook the wires up to those wires.
Right, there's another wire that comes from the tractor that you hook up to this.
Yeah, and the seat has to be down. Make sure it's down in the forward
Right.
position to start it.
And there's a wire coming out of the seat, but you don't plug that in because you go right to the sensor now, right?
That's an SU model, right? Or
No,
not an SU model.
It's not an SU.
You do push that wire back into the seat.
Yes. So that doesn't get hooked up because now you've got this.
I know,
that's
Ricky.
sensing you.
I think we're gonna have to take a walk.
I'll hook up.
What happens when you turn the key on?
Yeah.
Ignition comes on.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. This is the same thing that happens when people get a new tractor and their buddy comes over and they start having drinking beers. Someone will be like, "Oh, this lever can go here." Now try it.
No, I hear it. Wow.
Idle down, buddy.
So that's all it was?
Yep. We're gonna using my leg as a drill press. Come on, baby. Oh. So we're all clear. Oh yeah, I hit my mark. Dead on. Perfect every time.
For the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Sign up with code Pandora to get up to $200 in bonus bets to use once mobile sports betting hits Massachusetts. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling, call 800 confidentially 24/7, 21 and over. Physically present in Massachusetts. Deposit restrictions apply. Often required. Bonus issued as bonus bets. Terms at DraftKings.com/NA.
Ooh, it fits. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Ooh, perfect fit again. That portion's done. Alrighty then. Next little rag guy trick of installing this PTO. I'm gonna put this throttle cable in here. Let's get this throttle cable in. I'm gonna take my black marker. I'm gonna run a black line up the top of it. Yeah, do the whole thing. Future is mine. Alrighty then. Another thing I'm gonna do too is does this cable need to be cut? No, it don't. Sometimes I trim the end of these. So how'd my black wire work? How'd my black? You see it twist as soon as I bring it up here. Oh, I need to Loctite these set screws in. But yeah, one of them's gonna go here. Doesn't really matter if this one's so up vertical. What this next one does, if this isn't perfectly straight up and down to that cable, it will ride inside of this little guy that rides on the throttle linkage, and it doesn't make it feel very good. Or it can get hung up. This will be perfect. Set screw is perfectly straight up and down. Now let's try it out. It's a lot easier to remove this. And then cut those on your bandsaw. Now we have all the room in the world to do the engine pulley, take the belts off, then we'll leave it just like this right to the end until we hook up the drive shaft and everything. Then we'll put it all back together. It's so much easier. And before you put the new pulley in, definitely want to make sure that fits. I'm gonna almost run that through the belt sander a few times. I don't think it matters what end, but pick an end. Oh, clean it up. Alrighty, now one at a time. I'm gonna make sure all these little hills and valleys doesn't have a single, no sharp points, or else it's a bitch getting onto the engine. Oh, where's that dot? There, the dot is right there. And right there. Let's see how this goes. Man down. Probably why I'm missing a wrench somewhere. Come on, how are we gonna do it? Oh my god, it went right on. I don't know if I lined it up there. I did. That thing went right on. Dead on. Perfecto. Yeah, that's why I want to file that pulley a little bit. Alright, next tip. Ooh. That's a lot easier to do a lot of steps on this job. Oh my god, with this shroud and radiator removed. It's like 6 bolts, 2 hose clamps. Come on. Ugh. This will get replaced with the hose bracket.
You can get groceries and more delivered from over 1,000 stores and 75,000 locations. So whether you need a massive haul from a wholesale hub, everyday essentials from your go-to supermarket or
Yep, but to
you can get whatever you need delivered in as fast as
trying to put this protective wrap on this hose later on in the directions is a nightmare. So much easier right now. Yeah, you want to do this right now. Alright, you don't have to watch me. Take my word for it. Oh, got some slips in this grommet. Pull the grommet out of its hole. Oh my god, what's going on here? I'm hung up. I'm hung up. Make room for the relay. Ugh. Thank God I have long arms. It helps with the reach around. Close this back up. Try to anyway. Feel from the outside. Perfect. Oh, alright, that's a light relay. Ground. Let's go into your PTO switch. And that blue thing. Cut that blue thing off. Alright. Nice and neat. Well, for anyone who's made it this far in the video, give you a little treat. Never seen this before in my life. That is the best case of cross tight from the factory I've ever seen. And there's a bolt missing. Unbelievable. These machines are always perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to fix this. And then I'm gonna put this ground right there. And then we'll continue on. Thank God they didn't strip it out. There, they stuck it in there, and their little impact guns at the factory probably aren't strong enough. Except that hole is way the fuck off. Excuse my French. Oh, we're gonna have to figure that one out. I wonder if I can get something to squeeze right here or something. I'm gonna have to get some tooling. Alright, we got that. We got this all squared away. That one tied too. Let's keep moving forward. Yeah, they want you to use this blue thing on the ignition right here. I don't recommend that. Stick this one up front. We'll make a Y wire connector, and we have a switch power source under the hood. And we'll get some zip ties on this stuff. Neaten it up a little bit. Alright, a few zip ties will be looking good. Here is the switch power for the 4-point hitch. Switch power for the PTO. And just to think of PTO for the snowblower. It goes from here through that whole wire harness right to the clutch. Crazy. My little wire adapter. Yeah, man. Get that baby in there. There we go. Is that another way? Almost. Covered in grease. Yeah, a couple zip ties and we'll be looking good. Oh yeah. Alrighty. We're just gonna nip it right there. Yeah, because you have to raise the radiator up. This doesn't fit right. I think that's good. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, perfect. Look at this right over here. Oh, there we go. That don't need to be there. Alright. Perfect fit. Yeah, perfect grind down. And here's another one of them fun times. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they wired this. We'll just put the positive and negative right together. Yep. So I'll have to cut the ground back and clean this up. Alrighty. It drives me bananas when people use this original battery nut and bolt and squish these things in there. I used to be that guy. And then I finally came to the point where you just take this original nut and bolt, throw it in the bucket, and just get a longer regular bolt. I'd use a couple washers, put a lock washer there, Kind of fill that little gap. Fits perfectly in there. Couple more washers. Make sure the negative is off. Make sure you put some lume on the wire, which they did not. And now we can attach that wire nicely. Plenty of room to add another one if you needed to, but I just like to add everything to the fuses from here. Where'd I put my stuff? That's not snowflake. Anyway, that's how I do that. And then tidy this up a little bit. Best way I found for cutting the seat, big drill bit. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Make sure you get right at the crossroad. Oh, come on. Oh. Bitch. Don't make me have to sharpen this. Yeah, don't drill all the way through it. That'd be bad. Very careful not to drill all the way through. Bitch. Bitch. Come on. Come on. Come on. Careful. Might need some light. And I perfectly cut this to length. Oh boy, how are we gonna work today? Let's keep going. mess. There we do. All right. I'll deburr it. I'll vacuum it. It's looking good. I just think this is what the passenger seat looks like. All ready to go for a seat switch. Kubota. Alright, we got the seat back together. The directions want you to put the seat in, but we're gonna leave the seats out. Yeah, by leaving the seats out, the cooler out, the shroud out, we can install the intermediate shaft here and all 6 bolts. So much easier. And we don't have to turn the engine a million times. Next up. Yeah. That's a copyright claim right there. Yeah, see how much easier this is doing this from above? I wish getting these bolts, these Allen bolts started were easier. But they're not. Let's go ahead and see if we can just get this thing in here. Let's see if I can try to find the hole. Oh, come on. Alright, where's the hole? There it is. Now we just have to find. Is that it? That wire? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what's going on there. I just think that's whoever... No, whoever took the snowblower off. Come on, where's the hole? Is that it? I'm not sure. Definitely... I think I got it. I think I got it. Such a pain in the... Alright, next one. Loctite is so slippery. Yeah, we don't want to cross tight these babies. Might have to go downtown. Get this last one. But yeah, before I learned this trick, I'd be rotating that engine by hand. What a friggin' nightmare. Come on. I'll find you. Get in there. Come on, Rag. Save the day. Wild Bill? No, that's Spanky. I can tell the caress on the throttle. 17 foot-pounds. That's about how much it takes to turn that engine. Come on. Yeah, they make you use a round socket end. Come on, baby. Ugh. There's enough Loctite on there. It ain't going anywhere. Whew. I doubled down. Yep. Strap that radiator hose right up out of the way. Ugh. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna check those last two again. Felt like I got a lot of turnage out of that one. Doesn't hurt to double check. Ugh, still turning the engine. Come on. Bitch. Bitch. Ooh, still turning the engine. All right, we're good. We are double witness checked. Good. Oh, mama. All right. Yeah. Now let's put the undercarriage in.